Good.
Thank you for that. So I'm going to ask you the questions. I'll be seated over here, but if you don't mind to please address just that middle camera.
The middle
so
camera?
Just stay
Okay.
looking into that middle camera.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm going to get settled here and then we will get going. And take these off so they don't jingle too. Okay, so what is your name and how do you spell it?
Bill Thompson, BILLTHOMPSON.
And what is your name and what is your role at Sleep in Heavenly Peace?
Okay, my name is Bill Thompson. I'm the president for the Sleep in Heavenly Peace chapter of Knoxville.
And then if you just want to take that again, same thing, your name and your role.
Okay, Bill Thompson. I'm the president of the Sleep in Heavenly Peace chapter here in Knoxville.
So if you had to describe Sleep in Heavenly Peace to someone who's never heard of it, how would you do that?
It's simply an organization that builds beds that can be bunked for children that don't have beds.
So why the focus on beds?
Believe it or not, they say nationally that 3 to 5% of the children in the country don't have a bed to sleep on. And that's one of the top 3 items that is very important in the development of children.
So what does life look like for a child who does not have a bed?
It can be very difficult. If they don't have their own special private place, a place where they can be comfortable and relax and get the proper amount of rest they need, it can affect them in their daily activities.
And how do families respond when they receive a bed?
They're usually elated. They're so grateful and so thankful for what we're doing for them, because most of them are in difficult situations. It could be a broken home. It could be grandparents that are taking the kids in, trying to keep the family together. And of course, they have limited funds in those situations, so it's very difficult for them.
And what's your goal for the program in the next year?
We have pretty lofty goals. We try to keep up with what we have as far as requests. It's just a never-ending battle. Seems like we'll do a bunch and then we get a bunch more requests that are needs. And it's very difficult to keep an even keel with it. But we probably will do close to between 500 and 600 beds this year, built and delivered.
How can someone get involved?
It's very easy. They can go to our website. It's shpbeds.org, and they can volunteer there. They can see the upcoming events that we have planned, and or they can even make donations at that spot as well.
And how can our students directly contribute? So this is, obviously they're going to have an out of uniform day. So if you just want to say something along the lines of, hey kids, just know that your contribution for the out of uniform day is going towards Sleep in Heavenly Peace, so get excited. I don't know, however you would like to say that.
That sounds good. Yeah, kids, this is going to be an awesome opportunity for you to get involved, to make a difference in your community with even kids that you may have heard about or even know that are in difficult situations, and they've contacted us to come along and help them out, and hopefully it'll pass along the opportunity that you have to help them out.
So I'm going to go through a couple of these questions again, and I'll just ask you to start the sentence in a certain way. This will just help us with editing it. So let's see. Okay. Why the focus on beds? So if you would just say, why the focus on beds, and then answer it again.
Okay. Why the focus on beds? It's one of the most important things that children have and need. One of the 3 top things that most doctors will recommend.
So what does life look like for a child who does not have a bed to sleep in? So if you could start this by saying, children who do not have a bed.
Children that do not have a bed, you'd be surprised at how much they look forward, once they find out we're coming, how much they look forward to getting a bed, something that they can call their own, and a comfortable place to sleep.
So how do families respond when they receive a bed? If you would just start this with when families receive a bed.
When families receive a bed, it's the most gratifying part for us, because we can see on their faces the joy, the expressions that they have. It means so much to them because it's something so important to them.
And if you could just say verbatim, kids, your donation for the Out of Uniform Day is going towards Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Come prepared.
Kids, your opportunity to work with us on your
Out of Uniform Day. Okay. No, I set you up for that. So let's do this. Your next Out of Uniform Day, all contributions will go towards Sleep in Heavenly Peace.
Your next Out of Uniform Day, all of the contributions are going to go to Sleep in Heavenly Peace.
And that will help families acquire a bed for their children.
That will make a difference in many kids' lives. We can take that and expand it into we'll take other pieces with it, add to it, and take care of a number of kids.
Amazing. Okay, so is there anything you think that we didn't hit on in this interview that you might want to be included in a video?
I don't think so. Just come prepared. Come prepared. Come prepared to have fun. It's going to be an assembly line process. You know, we're going to start with a stack of wood, and we're going to work all the way through the process of putting the headboards together and even staining and branding the beds. So
one more for you then. What does the job of a volunteer entail?
Okay. What you're going to really get to participate in is we're going to start with a stack of wood. We're not going to cut it. It's going to be cut for you already. But we're going to stain it. We're going to drill the holes where they need to be. We're going to assemble the headboards and the bed rails, the side rails, get them prepared for what we do when we deliver them. The headboards will, once they're completed and the rails are completed, then we'll take and we'll brand them with our electric branding irons. It puts our SHP brand logo on there. And then they'll be stained in a tank that's a mixture of steel wool and vinegar. So you'll have a blast. You'll have a blast.
And if we could just get a clip of you saying, volunteers play an active role in building the beds as well.
Yeah. Volunteers, you're the heartbeat of our organization. If we didn't have you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. It's totally all of us. We're all volunteers, and we depend on volunteers to help us carry out the mission.
Can you include something about volunteers physically assembling the beds?
You're going to experience putting the beds we won't put the beds together. You'll put the pieces together. The reason for that is because when you put screws in the end of a board, they won't stay very long, especially if you go to take it apart and put it back together. So that's why we're going to just assemble the pieces on this day, and we'll actually put the beds together when we make the delivery. But I will bring a bunk bed put together that's totally got everything to it, the mattresses and all the bedding, so that you can see what we deliver to the kids.
Okay, excellent. I think we are good to go. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure.
We appreciate you. We obviously had a hectic day here.
Well,